Check it out, friends. I took apart an 85-inch mini LED TV. It's a Samsung TV. This video is going to tell you all about what's inside this TV. I even got into some of the mini LED panels that are on this, and we can take a look at what's going on in there, as well as all the optical films, some of the electronics. Really excited to show you this video. Stick around. Check it out. We're inside the guts of this TV now. Here we've got a main board. This is the brains of the TV. This is where a lot of the action happens. There's only two inputs, an USB and a One Connect box. So all the HDMI cords that you normally would have on this TV are connected to the One Connect box, not directly connected behind the TV. That's a little different than most TVs. You've got the LED drivers up here. There's 10 of them, each driving a big part of this TV, and that tells the zones whether to be bright or dim or not. There's also a big cable going down to the LCD itself. That's controlling pixels, whether they're on or off, whether the LCD is letting light through or not. We've also got 3 speakers on each side, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you can see where each of these zones of the LEDs are actually connected right here. Those actually can pretty easily be popped right off. And we'll look in a minute at what those LEDs actually look like on the other side. Okay, here we are now on the inside of the TV where all the light is generated. This is thousands of blue mini LEDs. These are split up into 10 different regions. I've taken one of the panels off here. This is one whole PCB. These are split up into zones that are 3 by 4 LEDs, so 12 LEDs per zone. Each of these panels has 1,452 individual LEDs on it. That means we have almost 15,000 LEDs in the whole TV. You can see these standoffs here to help keep the optical film spaced away from the LEDs. And I've ripped off the white reflective film that's on the PCBs here so you can see the traces that are behind that. Let's get a little closer here. Here's 4 zones highlighted in red, each with 12 of the mini LEDs. And if we look through a magnifier here, we can start to see each individual mini LED. These things are really tiny. For reference, you can see it here versus a grain of rice, absolutely minuscule. And remember, there's almost 15,000 of these. If we zoom in further, we can actually start to see the solder where these LEDs are bound to the PCB. Really an amazing technology. Another thing to point out here is that there is a printed phosphor layer in these dots around the perimeter of the TV. I suspect it's a YAG phosphor, which is a broad emitting white phosphor used in LED lighting often. And the purpose here is probably to keep the light uniformity around the perimeter more uniform. It's not contributing probably to the color of the TV, which is due to the quantum dot film, which we'll look at next. So now we're going to look at the optical films that are in this TV. The first thing we have is a diffuser. This is right in front of the blue mini LEDs. And you can tell what that does if you shine a laser pointer on just a white piece of paper underneath it, versus if we go over the diffuser, you can see how well it diffuses out that light. The next optical film in there is what's generating the color for us. You can see the kind of yellow tint to it. That's the quantum dot film. When I shine a UV flashlight on that, you can see it glows bright green. So this converts a lot of the blue light to red and green. You can't see the red so easily with the camera or by eye, but trust me, it's there. And then the last film is probably a combination film of BEFs and DBEFs. These are brightness enhancing films or dual brightness enhancing films. These help to maintain the right polarization of light and also collimate the light in the desired direction. So I got out my mini spectrometer, shined a UV flashlight on the QD film, and we can quite clearly see both the green and red QD emission. This is the same thing that happens with the blue mini LEDs in the backlight. So this is the part in the video where I was really hoping to show you some of these mini LEDs lighting up, showing the local dimming and control of the different zones. But right now I'm unable to do that. And the reason comes from this One Connect box connection. The way I got this TV, it did not come with a One Connect box with a cable. I had a friend loan me his One Connect box and cable from a Samsung The Frame TV. Those don't work with this, they're not compatible. I had one from a QD-OLED S95C that's also not compatible. So I need the One Connect box and the cable that will connect to this TV. I'll put some part numbers here. If any of you have one, if any of you supply one, I'd be happy to give you a shout out if you want to loan it to me, because I'd be really excited to see what these mini LEDs look like behind the LCD all lit up. I think it would be a really compelling, interesting thing. Now, I've done this before, but not a mini LED TV. I've done this local dimming test on a different TV. You can hop over to one of my other videos if you're interested in seeing that. But in the meantime, I hope I can get a One Connect box and cable that works with this particular TV.
And if I do, you can bet there'll be a follow-up to this video where I'll show that. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned something today.